Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how we go from this to this. Before we even start cutting the hair, you need to get it styled. Like, you need to get your hair trained into the part that you want it. So, okay. For the past year, I've been wearing my hair just like this, pretty much, just wild. Yeah. And so for the past week, I've been wearing it all parted the way I want it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the section just in front of your ear, or however far back you wanna go, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna pull that all forward. Also, we're not just going to do the bangs, we're gonna do the whole crown of our head. That is how scene kids wear their hair. It's not just the bangs cut, you want the whole thing. So you're gonna just pull all the hair from here, we're just gonna pull it all forward. It does not need to be a perfect line. And then decide where you wanna part your hair. So I like having mine on my left side, so I'm going to just pull it all like this. Yeah, you're gonna need to wear clips because otherwise it's just not going to stay, it's just gonna fall like this. So for the past week, I've been wearing my hair just clipped up like this. Let's see. Yeah. So this is pretty much how I've been wearing my hair for the past week. Kind of weird, I know. Now we're ready to cut. So what I'm going to be using is this razor comb thing. So obviously the main part, while you're here, the fringe, that's the hard part. I should have flat ironed all my hair first. Okay, so it's actually a few days later. I did not own a flat iron, so I had to go buy one. I've already gone ahead and flat ironed all my hair, mostly. Where were we? This little section here. So I'm angling this the way I want to style it. It's not going to be straight down just like this. I mean, you can do it like that if you want, but for me personally, I want to style it so that it's a little more in my face, you know? So I'm holding it diagonally, and I want to be able to see, so I'm going to cut this about right here. Yeah, like the center of my cheek, kinda. Yeah, it's kinda like that. And this is not all going to be the same length. I don't want it like that. I want each piece to be a bit longer than the last. So if this one is right here, this one's going to be about at the corner of my mouth. One thing that would have been a good idea is to clip the rest of my hair up so I don't accidentally cut any that I don't mean to. I'm holding this little piece from right behind my ear. I'm holding it here, and I'm taking the longest piece of my bangs in front and holding it here. This one's the same. I want this to be a little shorter than that one, just a little bit, so that it fades nicely. So I'm gonna just cut it right here. So there, now it's a little bit shorter. Perfect. Then it'll blend very nicely and still be kind of spiky like this. I want it to naturally blend into the rest of my hair. You know, I don't want like a short little piece right here in the front and then just long hair. I want it all to kind of blend. I'm gonna run the razor over that just a little bit more. A little less blunt and more, yeah, you can see it's not straightened hair. So totally straighten that if you want to get the best results. But I'm too lazy, man. I'm too lazy to be a scene kid. We're gonna start focusing on this little piece, this little bit behind my ear here. Let's start off with just this little bit and cut it about this short. I want it to be longer than the ones in the front. You're going to drag it down. You're not just gonna keep cutting in the same area. You're gonna start at the length you want it and then drag it down like that with each cut. And when you get to the bottom, you're gonna start again. Pro tip, when you're going like this, make sure you're not accidentally dragging it back up, or you'll just be teasing and tangling your hair while you're trying to cut it. God, I should just get us some scissors. This is gonna be too much for a razor. I'll be back. Okay, we are back with the scissors. Just gonna little snippets. There we go. There's the progress I wanted. Do. The way that a lot of people do this is they bring it all down, just kind of like this, and then they just cut a diagonal line. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do it layer by layer going down. Now, this on the top, I'm just going to section off a little piece. That's the first layer. I'll show you the back of my head. It's not perfect, not a perfect layer, but that's okay. Now, this is going to be my shortest layer on the very top, right here, closest to my part. When I hold this here, when I style it, I want it to be spiky about right here. So I'm going to cut it this short. I'm going to clip the rest of this back. I'm going to cut it at an angle like this, so that the pieces in the back are longer. Okay, so this is the shortest piece. That's good. That is how long I'm gonna keep the front piece. So now I'm going to make each, like I'm gonna make this a little longer than that, and then a little longer and a little longer. Okay, that is good enough. Just gonna keep it over behind my ear, and we're gonna move on. So there's this back piece now. Okay, we're gonna cut it about this long at an angle. So I'm gonna just hold that like that and then cut it up like that. Okay, that is nice. That gives us a little spikiness out here. Perfect. Just gonna run the razor across it to make it a little more spiky. Now, we're going to move on to the next layer down. I want this to be about this short, and then cut at an angle again, like I've been saying. And it's okay if you like just start going at it from this angle instead of like this. You go from the top. As always, go through with the razor. Let's see. And we're gonna cut this about this short. And for the back layers, okay, let me explain this. For the back layers, you do not want to hold it like in front of your face and cut it, because it won't look the same when it's on the side, when it's parted this way instead of this way. So always hold the back layers out, away from your head like this, and cut from the top so that the shortest layers will be on top. Alright, we're getting some little spikiness here. Nice, that is what we're going for. Now this part in the front needs more layers. I can already tell, like it's too long, you know? It's just gonna be hanging in my face like this. So I'm gonna take the razor and just kind of run it through. and the back to be shorter. Now, this long bit that's covering the front, that's gonna be styled over like this probably. Okay, if it's styled up here, then I want it to be like this short. This is the shortest layer up here. And it's gonna be that same length all the way on the top of my head, just all the hair on the top of my head. Well, in this little strip right here. And then everything here is going to be slightly longer. Moving to the back of the head. This piece I'm going to cut, let's see, I guess about this short. Now this I'm going to be cutting from this side so that, once again, shorter layers are on the top. Now we've got some nice little spikiness back here. One thing that's really helpful to tell, if you can't tell if you have very many layers or not, just like go like that kind of, and see, you'll see all these layers start popping up. Now, I've got a lot back here that I've cut so far. I want more up in front. So we're gonna start just going in. I want this to be a little longer than this. So. And this bottom piece is going to be the longest layer in my bangs. So I'm not gonna cut that at all. I'm just gonna cut all these to kind of go down into it. Let me put the rest of my hair back so that just my bangs are in front. Angle this down. Yeah, I've got lots of layers up here, but not too many, like right in this section. I don't have very many yet, so. I would say that the hair, like, kind of in the center of your head here, like this bit, right in the middle, should be about down to your bottom lip. All right, it's a little bit longer than my bottom lip, but it's good enough. There we go. And that's the piece that just kind of goes like this. Yay. Now we're gonna take this slightly longer bit. This is like right here. So, and this is gonna be slightly longer. Again, cutting from the top down so that these layers are shortest and the ones underneath on the bottom here are longest. Going back to this piece, the one in the center of my head. All of the little hair in the center of my head should be the same length as this. In the back, maybe it can be a little bit longer. Let's hold the center piece up. Okay, so we're gonna cut a few inches off, like that much, to make it the same length as this. that is all going to be a little bit shorter than this. So right now it's longer. So I'm going to make it about this short. And for this piece, I'm gonna hold it out to the side. Run it through it with the razor. And there. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Maybe a little shorter because yeah, okay. There we go. As you can see, this piece is a bit longer than this piece, so it does that nice little spiky spike. Moving on to this little bit behind right in front of my ear. This little bit. I want this. Okay, I'm gonna make it a diagonal, kind of like that. And when you make each little chop, you kind of just make a little clip. You don't full on do that. Okay, you just do little bitty snips. Where you put your scissors against the hair, and then you just do a little bitty snip. And we're just gonna keep on doing that. Trying to decide how short I want it. Like this little hair right in front of my ear, it's pretty long. That's the longest it is. So I want to keep that, but I want the top part to be shorter. So I'm just gonna keep holding out this hair, just chopping out a diagonal. Nice. We're gonna do that again up here. If you notice any like random long pieces that you missed, just go back in and cut them down. I feel like I should cut this piece. It's like right there. I feel like it should be a little diagonal down this way. Okay, we're gonna do that. I just can't decide how I feel about this piece. Like it's too long to go in front of my face, but if I go like that, yeah, it just needs to be shorter. Okay, so we got these really short bits here, and then just this long bit. So we're gonna layer that a bit, make it about this long. Yeah, about this long. Well, no, okay. We're gonna leave this bottom bit very long. Take another little top bit, make it about that long. So that it kind of blends into this bottom piece just a little bit. We're gonna move back to this little bit, right behind my ear, kinda. Okay, we're gonna cut about that much off. Maybe a little more on the top, we'll see. This is awkward because I'm left-handed. This needs to be shorter. That's as short as I'm gonna cut this. Like the top part, I do not want it to be any shorter than this. Now, moving on to this little bit in the back, just a very thin section. You can do these in bigger sections if you want. We're gonna cut it at an angle like this. Once again, so that the shorter layers are on top and the longer layers are on the bottom. This short. pretty short. Just gonna run the razor through it, as always. Okay, I'm gonna clip all of this up, just out of my way, while I work on the next bit. Okay. So now we're getting to the top of the back of your head. We're going to cut this. Let's see, if it's teased up, it's going to be sticking up like this. So I want it to be about this, about this short. Okay, we got a little bit of layering going on up here. That's good, that's what I wanted. I kind of want more layers right here. Like it's not long enough. I mean, short enough. Yeah, that should be like this short. Because if I only have layers here and none down here, it's gonna look like I'm wearing extensions really badly, just not blended, even though I'm not wearing any extensions. One thing that's really helpful is have pictures with you. You know, pull up a picture of whatever hair you want, just it's kind of a reference, you know, makes it easier. Just compare. Pull up some scene kit on Pinterest and just look at their hair while you're cutting yours and see if it looks the same. I don't know. Okay, now working on this little piece. I want this to be shorter. This very top little piece is the shortest, and then it gets a little longer, and then a little longer, and then I'm gonna cut this just a little bit shorter than that, so like down to here. Let's move to this bit in the back, right here. I'm at the point where I'm just randomly going in and doing little snippety snips to get me some layers. Let's do this piece. Okay, that's short, that's how I want it. That's the shortest I want that bit. For the rest, I'm gonna cut down here, kinda. Yeah, now we'll just run through it all with the razor. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's not perfect, but that is okay. I think it looks cool. And I don't have my glasses on, so I'm gonna assume it looks cool.